Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team, Lakers, in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. All right, presented by State Farm, let's take a look at the Miami starting five. Wade and LeBron fill out the wings. Chris Bosh is out there with Joel Anthony. And it's Chalmers in at point guard. And for the Lakers, Kobe and World Peace are the wingmen. Howard is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Nash in at the one.
And Kobe Bryant, along with Carmelo Anthony, I think are the two most complete scorers in this league. They can find a way to get the ball in the basket from so many different ways.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to interrupt the alley-oop. Here's World Peace. Nash against Chalmers. Chalmers hits the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
Here's Nash. Stolen by Bosh.
The opening was there for a split second, but he didn't get it there in time.
Oh! That should be absolutely illegal. Boy, that is an alley-oop of the highest order on the front and back end.
Well, play they've been working on, I'm sure.
That's got to be the case because that was impeccable timing.
Oh, and the jam by LeBron. Here's a second look with the Sprite Slam Cam.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one. Well, the West has long been considered the stronger of the two conferences in the NBA, but Miami, with its revamped roster, really had no problem beating Western Conference foes last year.
Now here's LeBron, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. LeBron dishes to Anthony. Kicks it out to LeBron. Oh! Oh, the one-hand jam.
Just call him a speed merchant. I mean, he was a blur going in for that throwdown.
Some changes for the Lakers. Antoine Jameson's checked in for Gasol. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kobe. You're right, Steve, going back to Miami in the West, 20-10 against that Western Conference. That was kind of a rarity.
Yeah, Kevin, and if you compare their numbers against the West versus the East, the Heat had a much easier time putting up points against the Western Conference opponents.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
You know, with all the criticism that LeBron had in his move to Miami, all the criticism he received, it probably in some ways served as motivation for him after he got over the hurt and the pain of it. I mean, his mental makeup was a lot less jovial and more focused and more serious. And part of that is growing up, but I think part of it was the byproduct of what he had gone through.
6 to shoot. There's Nash with the three. The long-distance three is buried.
You know, he didn't have too much space to get that shot off, but for him, he had enough.
That's perceptive what you say about his attitude, Clark, about LeBron James. And he did seem to have less joking around during games. He's out for vengeance, perhaps, almost. Steve, you called that Eastern Conference final last year. And you saw it firsthand, how he went right at the Chicago Bulls and a guy that beat him out for the MVP in Derrick Rose.
Yeah, and LeBron put on an incredible display during that series, Kevin. And I think you're right, both of you guys. I mean, LeBron used that criticism all year long, and his teammates did too. They used it as motivation to prove people wrong, and I thought LeBron was fantastic. He had an amazing year.
The Heat making the switch here. The and one is good, so a three-point play that time. Outside, Kobe, and another three for the Lakers.
He knows how to get to the basket, guys, especially when the defense is soft like it was there.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
So with Nash sitting on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Hill is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Duhan. Then there's Devin Ebanks. And it's Kobe in at the two-guard spot. Allen, that's good. Clark going back to the Lakers and they're let down as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Lewis. LeBron comes in for Shane Battier. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Ray Allen.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, some may have questioned Coach Eric Spoelstra throughout the 2010-2011 campaign, but LeBron James was sold from the get-go. His quote towards Spoelstra, "I have Coach Spo's back," or whatever the case may be. James said, "This is who we have." Sounds like he's confident enough, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
Yeah, I think Eric Spoelstra did a really good job under very difficult circumstances a year ago. And by the end of the season, I think he really earned the trust of those players. And the knock on Chris Bosh is that he's not a powerful low-post player. He's really a finesse big, not so much a bruiser. But very skilled and quick, and he can face up and knock down a jump shot.
Here's Gasol around the back. Wade with the block. The Heat leading by 5. Kobe with the steal.
That's such a tough catch when the ball is coming from that far away. And that steal really triggered the fast break. Nice play.
Hey, you're right, and the break itself may have been even better. You know, you talk about Bosh and how he's been knocked in terms of who he is and what he does. His slim build is part of that. I think that really made Miami's need for a quality center even more glaring, the fact that he's not really a power player. Every team needs some length and muscle inside to be at its best.
It's been a great day for him from the field, but his team still trailing.
Wade passes to LeBron. Number 15 gets called for the reach. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Well, you think about the great players who have played this game historically. Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All of them had a go-to move at crunch time. You knew what they were going to do, and you knew they were going to be successful with it. LeBron has not found that go-to move yet.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Hill comes in for Dwight Howard. And Antoine Jamison is subbed in for Pau Gasol. Right up. Takes it right up. Lewis gets the bucket. And back to what you were saying about LeBron, it might be why he's been a bit hesitant when the game is on the line.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, he doesn't have necessarily a go-to move. He's got a lot of weapons in his arsenal. But I think, again, this is overblown. The guy makes plays for himself and his teammates late in games, and he's going to be a better closer than people give him credit for.
Well, he showed it in the playoffs.
No question about it. Yeah, no question.
That was your Laker girls. Make some noise, fans.
26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Nash kicks to Kobe. Dunks it down.
Boy, he threw that thing down hard.
Now that's how to give the fans their money's worth.
Yeah, he is always worth the price of admission.
Here's LeBron. It's hauled in by World Peace.
Well, not a bad effort there.
He'll usually knock that one down.
Here comes Kobe. 13 points in the game. Kobe can't get that one to fall. Three-pointer, Wade. No good on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first half of play.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 17.